Hey everyone, how are you doing? Today I'm just doing a quick update on the dogs and how they have found living here and what is slightly different we found to the UK. Just excuse the headband or the headgear. I'm getting ready to go out. So we moved here in 2021. I flew the dogs over myself. There are vlogs covering that, and I also do have information on like vet vaccinations and things like that. Moving over here, that is on another vlog. So today I'm just going to kind of round it up and talk a bit about how they are doing, and how they have mentally coped with the move and have they changed. So I have two Patterdale Terriers. Both of them are old. I've got one that's deaf as a doorpost. He also has a heart murmur. He has what's called a stage 3 heart murmur. Yeah. And he travelled fine. Actually, he travelled better than the other who could hear. Teddy, she's more of a nervous Nelly. But to be fair, as I said, we are in 2023 now. We landed October 2021. Dogs have been absolutely fine. There's been no repercussions of them flying over here. As I said, I did it myself. So that could have something to do with it. There's less people handling them. Oh, neck crack, sorry. There we go. So yeah, the dogs have been absolutely fine. Vets are different here. So when you register them, they kind of do like a vet check, or they do where I live, and I rang so many vets. So it's $100 per dog to have their initial vet check, and then obviously their vaccinations because they needed their boosters. So that was eye-opening. I think it cost me something like $400 to get both dogs. Their inoculations, but the inoculations here are for 3 years, and they do have had every one. There's an extra one that was an option, and we took that one, and again that is covered in a different video. So yeah, they've been absolutely fine. It's like there's a different everything's different here. So they have, like, obviously you've got to take your dog to anywhere that you're allowed off leash. There's a lot of places that tell you that the dogs have to be on a leash when you're going out walking, and there's lots of areas that you can't go to. So if you're camping, or if you're visiting certain provincial parks, a lot of the beaches on the lakes, they are, you know, not for the dogs, which is good because you've got people out there that don't want anything to do with dogs, and obviously some people out there don't clean up after their dogs, so that is probably a really good thing to have. But yeah, they've been fine. Slowly Max has been aging. He's 16 this year, so he's, bless him, ticking on. But apart from that, they're doing really well. We've had no issues with them moving over. I do know other people that have brought the dogs who have had ongoing temperament issues with them, so they've become worrisome and clingy. We've not had that issue with ours. We've been really lucky. So if you do have any questions on bringing the pets over, please do let me know. This is like the shortest video ever, just FYI, because there's really not much to tell, and I get so many people asking me, Hayley, what's going on with the dogs? How are they settled? They're fine. They don't give a hoot. They've been absolutely amazing. We've been extremely lucky with them. The flight for me was more traumatic, to be fair, I think, than it was for them. Again, if you want to see that, that is on a previous vlog. Rock on and go and have a look over there if you want to see what happened. But yeah, no, they've been great. They've really embraced Canadian life. We've been super lucky with, I mean, you've got to be careful because of predators. There's bears, there's wolves, there's cougars, and in some states, some provinces, there are poisonous snakes and things like that. And we do have some redbacks as well here, black widow spiders. So we do have to be a wee bit careful with them, and it's just a case of when you're out hiking, be aware of your surroundings. We do go in the back country. Nathan will go for, you know, 6 to 8 hours and not see a soul, and he takes the dogs with him, and obviously bear spray. And they've been absolutely fine, but he tends to keep them on leash when he's in those back country areas for their own safety. We have extendable leashes, so it's better for them that way. And then if we're on more used paths, and dogs are allowed off leash, then obviously they will be off leash for that. Then we do have off leash dog parks here, which are not great for mine because, well, to be fair, Max is a butthole. He's just an old git, and he's really just not tolerant of other dogs. He's fine as long as they leave him alone, but the minute that they want to come over and say hello, he's just like, jog on, mate, just in his own way. So they don't work for us, so we do tend to go to other places that are a bit more of use trails that you can let the dogs off. If there's ever been a cougar or bear sightings in the area, there are always signs up to let you know, so obviously you're more vigilant, and then you would obviously keep your dog on leash. But no, they've really embraced being here. They do absolutely love it. Obviously we're on the coast, and we are in a seaside town, so we do go to the sea beaches, and my dogs are obsessed with seaweed. And do you know what? Seaweed is actually super healthy for dogs. So the fact that one of them will sit and eat seaweed all day long, I'm just like, dude, go for it. But yeah, dogs are great. We've had a fantastic experience having them over here. Everybody loves, I say everybody, majority of people we bump into love dogs, and I'm not even kidding. Like, people will tend to greet the dogs before they greet us when we're out walking around town with them or out and about with them. Everybody loves them. So we have been, it's, you know, it's not so much as a taboo over here. I don't know if you have a dog in a rental, or everybody seems to have some sort of dog. The biggest thing that we found, obviously we left our Chihuahua in the UK with one of my best friends, and she's doing amazingly well. She's over there because I didn't feel like it would be fair to her moving here, because she has other worries, for example, predators and raptors. So she doesn't want to, she hates wearing jackets or coats, and there's these spiky things that you can buy. I'll pop it up here if I can find it, that will stop coyotes or wolves or air predators attacking them. But my dog would not, she would not. And there's also that worry even out in the garden, because we can be out there and bald eagles will be over, golden eagles, and that's all the type that pick them up and take them off. So she would never be able to be outside on her own. I would have to be around her at all times because they're so quick at picking them up. It does happen, it happens quite often. You'd be surprised. We even had a dog up the road taken out the garden by a cougar. We have huge fences here, but they would never stop a cougar. But the dogs that tend are more of the open gardens that back onto woodland, they don't have like fences to stop or to prevent or to deter bigger predators. So yeah, I guess it depends where you live with that one. At night time, when I let them out for the last toilet run, I do have all the lights on, and I have like the big high beam, so I check the garden before I actually let them out. So that's been a learning curve, but apart from that, everything's great. If you have any specific questions, please do start off with first check out my previous vlogs, because they'll probably cover most of the questions that I get asked, because obviously we are almost we're 18 months down the line from moving here, so it's been a wee while since we moved over. So for sure, pop your questions in the comments, follow me on Insta, message me directly on there, that's absolutely fine, or just go back and watch those vlogs. Anywho, I'll let you go because I'm about to go do my PR update vlog. So if you've not got me subscribe so then you get your notification. Make sure you ring that bell, and then you will never miss an update. I have been a bit quiet, and I keep saying this, I've been a bit quiet because doing PR has been extremely stressful for me, but I will cover that in the next vlog. So I'll see you there, hopefully.